Hey everybody, I love a good topiary, and today I'm showing you all how to make these 4 beautiful Easter topiaries. My name's Audra and this is Living Crafty and Cozy. Thanks for joining me today, everyone. I've got a great show for you, showing you how to make these beautiful Easter topiaries using some great Dollar Tree items. We're hopping in right to topiary number 1. Here I'm gluing 2 of the punch bowls together, the large Dollar Tree punch bowls together to make the shape of my topiary, one of the shapes. And then I'm filling that cute little Easter basket that I got from Dollar Tree as well with some foam. I started off using wet foam and switched over to regular foam. In the end, it was just necessary. The wet foam just isn't strong enough to hold what I needed it to hold. And then I'm covering it over with some rocks, just giving it some security and stability. And here I set about getting the whole inside of these 2 punch bowls. And it takes a really long time to do, but you just got to do it carefully and try not to fracture the plastic that you're working with. These are going to splinter and fracture. Don't worry about that too much. They're going to be completely covered over with Easter eggs. So you will not see the splinters or fractures, but you still want to be able to make sure that it doesn't break so much that it can't adhere to the stick that you're putting it on. And then I am just taking this other set of fluted bowls from Dollar Tree as well. I used on a previous project. And this is going to be the top of our topiary. So you just want to make sure everything's sitting on there, like holding up. And you might have to use some extra supports to keep it up there, but mine actually held up pretty good. And now we're moving on to gluing on our Easter eggs. I am using Dollar Tree Easter eggs. And for the bottom shape, I am doing smaller and larger Easter eggs together. I'm conflicted as to whether I like this or not. I love the way the large Easter eggs look. They have this beautiful iridescent look and they're bright. And it does look nice, but you'll see the top shape, I only use small eggs and everything seems to be a bit tighter fit together. I don't know. You guys will have to tell me in the comments, which do you prefer? So anyways, looking back on this project, I really wish I would have told myself, hey, you're going to want to start from the bottom and then work your way up, because then you won't have to spend all that time holding Easter eggs on while the glue dries. If you do that in the bottom, you take the time to do it on the bottom, then you can just stack them on top of each other and then you don't have to spend all that time holding them in place. So you're just going to keep gluing until both your shapes are covered. And then I added bows to mine. You don't have to. Y'all know how I feel about bows. But I did feel like it called for a bow. And I used something kind of different and not too pastel. And I don't know. I think that this project turned out great. I've seen this all over Pinterest and really wanted to give it a try. What do you guys think? I love the bright colored Easter eggs. I think it was just so much fun. Now I got to hide it from my kids. They're going to think there's stuff inside those Easter eggs. And no, there's not. They're all empty. Anyways, loved how it turned out. You guys tell me, what do you think? Moving on to our next topiary. This is all using almost all Dollar Tree items. I got 2 of the larger Easter eggs. For the base, I am using this fluted bowl, or this tapered bowl rather. Tapers down at the bottom. And then I'm using a couple of other bowls to get different shapes in there. I'm really trying to dupe or make my own creation of the Grandin Rhodes spring topiary that I loved so much, but I didn't want to spend a couple $100s. So here I'm just gathering all of my product and I'm putting on a layer of white chalk paint on everything because it works fantastic as a primer. So I don't really just leave the items white, but I am covering everything so I can use acrylic paint and it doesn't scratch off as easy. So there I am, just covering my items, making them all white, and we're ready to go. In retrospect, I would like to have used a black paint pen for this instead of just a small fine tip paintbrush, but it still turned out okay. I think I would have just gotten more clear defined lines with the paint pen. But I am just doing that Grandin Rhodes, Mackenzie Childs black and white check. I love the way that looks against some brighter colors. So I wanted to do that on my base. And I am just painting in checks. Nothing is perfect. For me, it doesn't have to be. Hopefully there's not too many perfectionists out there that that don't want to do it because they can't get it right. I say go for it anyways. Just do it, especially because people will be looking at this from farther back. So they're not going to see a bunch of the flaws. So the bottom of the topiary is going to be one of the giant eggs from Dollar Tree. I think this is the $3 one. I painted it pink, and then I used this adorable Walmart paper plate and just cut out the image of the bunny. I made kind of like an oval image there, an oval cutout of the bunny, and hot glued it on. And next I am cutting up some Spanish moss and just making a border around my bunny. I thought this was a really cute idea and a nice way to hide those edges. It's gonna be a little bit big and fluffy, but not to worry. You're gonna trim it down at the end. You just wanna make sure you have enough on there to get an even application all around that shape. And then I'm using this beautiful gold leaf ribbon that I found at Hobby Lobby. I used it on so many projects that spring. It was a worthy investment, and I didn't spend that much on it. It was just such a pretty thing to use. I love those little pops of gold. And I just framed the bunny image there with that gold leaf, and then trimmed up my moss. Honestly, so unique and so cute. You can't find this stuff in stores. You guys, you got to work off your own imagination to make the things that you love. Now I tried to hand paint this green and pink diagonal, like diamond shape on the shape that I had made from a couple of other Dollar Tree bowls. It didn't work out. You can see that. It looked horrific. So I got some printed paper from Hobby Lobby. Bing, boom. It fixed that problem. And I am just Mod Podging that paper onto my shape. It's a little odd of a shape to try and get really straight. Like the paper is straight, so you're gonna have to cut at angles and different things like that. But just keep working that Mod Podge in there and keep, flattening out your bubbles and just trying to make it as straight and as flat as you can. You'll get there. And then I just do the same exact thing to the top of the shape. Moving on to my next large egg, I did leave this one white, and I found this beautiful long-stemmed flower printed paper from Hobby Lobby. These pieces of paper are like 69 cents a piece. It's so cheap, and they usually are so pretty. So I'm just Mod Podging these in pieces. I do cut individual pieces so I can lay it down on the egg better because it's a little dome shaped. So you're gonna want to work in pieces. And as I said, people are watching this from far back, so they're not gonna see where you piece this together. It all just blends in really well. And here I am, just after I've burnt the hole into each of the objects with my glue gun, I am just putting it all together, sliding it all down the pole that it's going to be standing on. I did add 2 other pieces. I did hand paint pink stripes on that bowl shape there at the top, and then added an ornament. And then in between each piece, I just used gold napkin rings. How cute! And so elegant. It was very cute, very elegant, and I mean, it was something I'm just really proud of. And this video has probably gotten the most views of any of my other videos. Everyone really liked the topiary. It's perfect for spring, it's perfect for Easter. Really love this one. Moving on to topiary number 3, I'm doing a bunny head topiary for indoors using some dusters that I got from Dollar Tree. And using some other items I had at the house. I'm just putting some foam inside of a terracotta pot. and filling all of that in, putting some moss over the top so you don't see the foam. And then I'm just bending that duster that's designed to dust a ceiling fan blade. I'm just bending it into a circle. So that's going to be the face of my bunny. And then the second duster, I removed from the stem and cut into 2 pieces so it can be the ears of the bunny. The wire's very thick, so you have to bend really hard. It's going to hurt maybe a little, but yeah, it's so worth it, and it's so cute once it's done. And it just looks like a fluffy little bunny head. You just wrap each stem around that circle to get the ear shape. And I am just garnishing it with this cute lacy ribbon that has ruffles, a little ruffled ribbon there, and a bow. Cutest thing ever, like $2. You can't beat it. And last but not least is my bunny topiary that I did this year. I'm doing the same thing with the bowls. I'm just getting the shape of my topiary by gluing some bowls together. And then I'm gluing just any headband bunny ears that you can find to the shape there. Next, I got about 12 of each color of the little rosettes or geraniums, whatever they are. And I am just going one by one around the shape and doing color by color until the whole thing is covered over with the flowers. I do my best to try and really cover up the headband too. You want to make sure that the actual headband part doesn't get seen. So you're just going to keep applying your flowers in tandem all the way up to the very top of your shape. And then any bright, colorful ribbon, make a bow and slap it on. These are 2 planters from Dollar Tree I glued together and put a grapevine wreath around the top. And then just scattered some reindeer moss for a pop of green. And there it is. That's my beautiful bunny topiary. I love this guy so much. They're sitting out at my front porch right now. The neighbors have all commented. They think they're so beautiful. They're like, how did you do that? I was like, Dollar Tree, people. You got to go to Dollar Tree. Have a little bit of imagination, and honestly, you can do anything. Anyways, I'd love to hear from you guys. Which one was your favorite? Please come back and join me for the next video. Until next time, bye.